Hello, my beautiful YouTube friends. Letty here with Living Life with Letty. And yes, I got my hair cut. I got it all whacked off. I always do when it starts to get hot because it's a lot easier for me. In this video, I am going to share with you all the information that I have learned in the last 3 or 4 days about battery, about power, how to power my Max fan. And you know, I was so wrong. I was so out of touch with reality when it comes to powering things. So thanks to everyone, all your comments, all your videos that you suggested, and I've learned a little bit. At least I'm a little bit wiser today than I was about 3 or 4 days ago. So, and I have you to thank. So if you're new to my channel, please stay, and if you like it, I hope that you will subscribe and tap on the bell so you'll know when my next video is coming up. So this is what happened. I saw Chrome's video about the Jackery, and the Jackery is a good little thing. I'm not saying that it's not, but the Jackery is not going to fulfill my needs for that Max fan. I'm gonna have to constantly be charging it, and like Chrome said in the video, it could take as much as 13 hours to charge it, which I'm not always going to be driving 13 hours. And also with a solar panel, if it's not sunny, then, you know, I'm not going to have any power. And I really didn't want to go that route. And another thing that Chrome said that I kind of, you know, it was a red flag for me was that he really doesn't use his fan that much with the Jackery. He only turns his fan on when he cooks to get rid of the smells. And so, you know, he lives in Canada. It's cooler up there. I live in Texas. It's hot and muggy here all the time. So I will need to run mine a lot more than just a few minutes a day. So I called a couple of RV places local to me, and I almost fell back. I mean, I almost fainted when they gave me the quotes. One guy, they both asked me to send pictures. Everything was on the phone. So I sent pictures of the engine, where my battery was, where my bed is, where the secondary battery could be stored. And the first quote came back as $1,100. That's, I mean, I was like shocked. $1,100 to put a battery and a selenoid and a couple of cables. Come on, folks. Then I called a second one, and the lady got all my hopes up. She said, oh yes, I will help you, don't worry, I'll figure a way to get you, you know, economical with a lot of power, blah blah blah. That's what it was, blah blah blah. Because when she called me back with the estimate, $1,400. $1,400. Well, by that time I was ready to cry, because now I have this beautiful fan, and all it's going to serve is for an ornament, because I'm not going to be able to power it. And I don't want to spend $449 on a Jackery for the 440, which isn't really going to serve the purpose that I want. So I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do? So I called my friend Robert, my subscriber and friend Robert, which, by the way, I have the lantern. I want to show you that too, so stay with me. And I said to Robert, do you think $1,100 and $1,400 is a little excessive to put in a secondary battery? And he goes, heck yeah. And not only that, but he volunteered to do it for me for free if I come to Arizona, because that's where he's at. He's boondocking all over Arizona. So I figured it out. So he told me everything that I needed to buy, and I'm going to tell you, and I have to read it because, you know, it's all these names I'm not familiar. But anyway, the Max solenoid is $19. A Cartman 18-inch battery inverter cable is $9.99. 4-gauge flexible welding cable is $19.90. A 12-volt, a 4-gauge flexible welding cable. I already said that. The 12-volt solar wind deep cycle battery is $169. A 12-volt 100-watt foldable solar panel is $169. And then we have an LED panel display for $5.99, and amper brass battery terminal, which is $10.97. So the total for everything comes to $399.40. So these RV places were going to charge me like between $800 to $1,000 for the labor. That is just, I think it's just a little excessive. I'm sorry, but I think it's way excessive. So I went ahead and ordered all these things from Amazon. Some of them will be here next week. The battery will be here the week after. So as soon as everything comes in, I am heading to Arizona to meet Robert. And Robert has volunteered to install it for me for free. And I am just, I'm overwhelmed with happiness, because there was no way I could have afforded $1,100 or $1,400. So that's where I'm at, and so I'm not going to be able to leave. I wanted to get on the road. That's why I got my hair cut, because I was going to get on the road, but now I need to wait for Amazon to deliver everything. In the meantime, before you go, I wanted to show you the present that I received from Robert. And if you've seen my other videos, you will know that this was returned. It came, and then Amazon returned it because it was a mix-up with my post office box, and then it had to come again, and so I finally got it, and it is a solar lantern. And it is not only a solar lantern, but you can also charge it via USB or with batteries. And it is bright. It is so bright that that's probably the only lamp that I'm going to need. And it has, I believe it has 2 speeds, low and high. I was playing with it last night. It's very, very bright. And I attach this so I don't lose it. This is the USB cable when there's no sun, but there's a little solar panel, and I left it out in the sun for the day, and at night it was fully charged. So that is just a wonderful gift. Thank you again, Robert, and thank you for volunteering to do my electrical on my second battery. I am just, you know, I'm just gonna have to probably take you out for a steak dinner or something when we get to Arizona. But I am just so excited that finally I'm going to have the right power. I didn't want to spend money on something that wasn't going to work, because I can't afford to just spend money unless I know for sure that it's going to pan out. With this deep cycle battery, of course, I can't let it go under 50% of it, but it does charge a lot faster. I don't need to drive for 13 hours to charge it. For what I understand, I can even idle the car for an hour or something like that, and it will charge back up. Or, you know, when I'm driving around, I will make sure that it's charging. And when I'm boondocking, then I will have my 100 solar panel, the foldable. It's like a little briefcase. It only weighs 5 pounds, so it'll be easy for me to manage. And I'm feeling now like the big girls. I'm feeling like I'm really now getting into the swing of things, because I'm gonna have solar power, and that is something that I really wasn't going to get, because, you know, I really couldn't afford it. But you know what? I charged all the parts, the components, and I will pay, you know, for them in the next 2 or 3 months. I can do that, and at least I will have solar power, so wherever I go, I can have my fan and possibly something else. I don't know. So I am tickled pink. And that's about all for today, folks. I will let you know more as the parts come in and everything. You know, I'm going to continue to do videos between now and I expect to be leaving here around June 8th. My daughter will be leaving town. I'm taking care of her dog that first week in June. As soon as she gets back, I will be headed towards Arizona. So, but in the meantime, I will be posting more videos and letting you know everything that I'm doing to get ready. And there are a couple of things that I'm going to do, so I'm going to be posting those videos. So I hope that you will stay with me. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the bell, share, hit like. I would appreciate all of that. And until then, may the sun shine on you today and every day, especially on your solar panels. I love you. Bye-bye.